Well, you look terrified. Sorry, I'm not trying to call you out or anything, but I mean, you kind of do. I mean, if you don't mind me asking, if you are terrified of the ride, then why are you gonna ride on it? Alone, no less. Ah, gotcha. Well, no offense, but your friends kind of sound like assholes for daring you then. Where are they? Oh, they're just watching. Is that them over there? Dicks. It's all good. You'll show them. And then you can tell them they're the scared ones for trying to make you do it alone. Plus, now you're not alone. You got me. No, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm the only one of my friends who wanted to ride on this one again. So they're all over on the other side of the park. Yeah, they're fucking around at that big gift shop near the entrance till I'm done. But I really liked the ride. So I wanted to do it one last time before we head out. I mean, we drove a long way to get here, so. And the line's finally short now that the park's getting ready to close. Plus, I get to ride it in the dark, which is pretty cool. Well, I mean, I loved it. I thought it was an awesome ride. What part of roller coasters scares you? Like, is it something specific, like loops or heights or all of it? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You're probably not gonna have a great time then. It's a lot. I mean, personally, I'm not huge on like drops. Like I hate those drop rides, the ones that just go up and down. So, so the first drop you go over is kind of scary. I mean, for me at least, because it's really vertical. I mean, it feels like it's like 90 degrees. So it kind of feels like one of those rides for a sec when you come over the crest of the hill. But I mean, then the feeling goes away almost immediately, because then you're like facing the direction you're going, if that makes sense. Like, you're not dropping. I mean, like, you're like facing the ground as you head towards it. This does not seem to be helping. Okay. I'll shut up. Hey, you can look at it this way. I mean, this is the biggest, baddest roller coaster this park has to offer. So once you've ridden it, you won, you know? You cut the thing off at the head. Have any of your friends ridden it? Well, see, now you get to be the one who says you actually rode it. Plus, since they're not going, they don't get to see how bad it scares you. Yeah. So when you walk out of the exit and march up to them, you just put on that confident mask and you rub it in their face. Ah, come on, what do you mean if you walk out? Nothing bad's gonna happen. Roller coasters have been around forever and almost never been an accident. I mean, you were a million times more likely to get hurt on the drive over to the park than on anything here. At least of all this ride. I mean, it's new, so it's got all the latest safety crap. You're fine. I mean, honestly, usually the only time people get hurt on rides is because they did something stupid, like taking off the belt or standing up or something. It's almost always the person's fault, not the ride. There's nothing to worry about. Just, You keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the car at all times. You got this. I promise. Come on. You can't let them see you're scared. You know they're looking. There we go. Yes, you look very confident. From a distance, anyway. I mean, you still look terrified in the eyes, but hey, they can't see that far, so that's okay. Yeah, I'll ride it with you. I mean, we're both single riders, you know, so might as well. Yeah, it's a 2-seat wide one, which is such a pain in the ass if you come here with 3 people. You have to keep rotating who gets stuck next to a stranger. Or sometimes you end up riding solo. I mean, it depends on how busy the line is and stuff. Yeah, I'm here with 2 of my friends. And they're a couple, so I have the pleasure of not only third wheeling in general, but then also having to break up the happy couple seating wise every time I'm sick and tired of sitting by myself. No, they're good with it. I'm just bitching. I mean, they're both my friends, and they were before they started dating, so we're all good. But still, I feel like they should be able to sit next to each other most of the time, since they are, in fact, together. Yeah, these places are really made for couples. Or families, I guess. But even then, you better have an even number, or you're still fucked. Some parks have that single rider line thing, but then you don't end up on the same cycle as your friends, so then you're having to wait for them, or they're having to wait for you, which, I mean, it isn't a big deal, I guess, but I don't know. It's not working, is it? Me trying to distract you by talking. I'm trying. I'm sorry. The closer we keep getting to the front of the line, the more panicked you look. It's okay. Really. I mean, you might even have fun. Horrific a thought as that might be. I mean, hey, who knows? This could be the way you find out that you're secretly an adrenaline junkie. I mean, I used to be terrified of roller coasters. Yeah. As a kid, I would not go on them. And I was a hellion about it too. I mean, I would make a scene, I'd cry, I'd scream. I was literally the kid in line for the Matterhorn, like saying to my mom, "If you love me, you won't make me ride on this." Like, I was awful. The literal worst. Like, seriously, I mean, they save up all this money to finally take us on vacation, and I have a hissy fit in the line of a ride that isn't even bad. Oh, and that was the biggest one you were going to get me on. There was no way in hell I was going on anything that had a big drop or, I mean, God forbid, a loop. Like, no way. It was not happening. Well, I just avoided them the whole time I was growing up. I didn't go to amusement parks very often, so, I mean, it wasn't a huge deal either way. But then senior year of high school rolled around, and my group of friends wanted to go on a trip that summer to, celebrate us graduating. And they all agreed on going to a roller coaster park. Like, not just an amusement park, like one that pretty much exclusively has roller coasters. But I mean, I wasn't going to be the one to say no. I mean, I didn't want them making fun of me or anything. So I went along with it, and I didn't tell a single one of them that I was terrified of roller coasters. Although I'm sure they could tell by the time we got there. I mean, I was shaking like a leaf in the line for the first one. But then I rode it. And yeah, there were parts that were scary and that I hated. Like that initial climb that felt like it was never going to end. And then that first drop. But and then I had a great time. Wind in your hair, flipping around, going that fast. It was fun. So that initial fear is always there, even now, for a little bit, but then it's just a good time. I mean, now I love them. You might surprise yourself. And hey, if you don't, and you absolutely hate it, then you can just tell your friends to fuck off, and you'll at least have this one under the belt, which is more than any of them can say. Hey, you got this. Come on, let's do this. See? Seatbelts. There's roll bars. You're not going anywhere. It's the last ride of the night. And then you get to go tell your friends that they're wimps for not going with you. It's gonna be fun. Even if the ride isn't, that part will be. Hey, do you want to hold my hand? Nobody will see it over the walls of the car. It can be our secret. Okay. When it feels like it's too much, just squeeze. Okay? I got you. Can I get a smile? Kind of more of a grimace, but I'll take it. My name's Vincent, by the way. It's nice to meet you too. One last ride, right? Just a friendly warning that the park will be closing in about 45 minutes, so please keep that in mind when choosing your next ride. An approximate wait time is listed on signage at the end of the queue. One last reminder before we get going to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the car at all times. This is a fast, flipping freak of a ride, and we want to make sure you all enjoy it safely. Make sure all bags, hats, sunglasses, loose items are secured, and that your belt is fastened tightly. Check 1. Check. Check 2. Check. Alright, here we go. Have fun, you guys, and enjoy your ride on the Mighty Surge.